Old?
No, I'm doing my verbal exercises. Oh, Tony. Where's Tony?
Sir.
It found its way.
With the pen attached?
With the pen.
Look at that. I was diagramming some RPO plays for the NFC Championship game with it.
Can I hear your verbal exercise again, please?
Okay.
That helps?
Yep. You have to do about like 10 more years of that, Stugotz.
You have to shake your face, right?
You got to make up for like
to get it all
decades of built-up plaque and tartar.
What are your normal voice exercises on the way in when you?
I usually do ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. For some reason, it gets me out of it. It gets me into a good spot, a good place mentally, and my throat. And then I start singing certain songs. I mean, I just do.
This is his version of...
This is the end. That's one of them. Classic Doors.
His version of...
I think.
Bugsy.
Jim Morrison. Yeah.
Bugsy Siegel saying 20 dwarves took turns taking handstands on the carpet, right? Like that's... You remember that? Remember the movie Bugsy? No? Nobody? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just me.
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty. My man. There you go.
Really? Is that deserving of
Yes. Because everyone was like blank face, like, who's Bugsy?
Amin is aging at a more fossilized rate than most people. He can't...
I saw that dap you gave him.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention it, but it was bad.
I wasn't expecting it. I mean, it was Warren Beatty. It wasn't worth the celebration.
That's a fair point.
Thank you.
It's so right. Put it on the poll, please, Juju, at Le Batard Show. Has anyone ever dapped in unity around the idea of Warren Beatty?
Bullworth, 1998.
Amin came in here today, though, talking about watching Karate Kid and coming to the conclusion that Miyagi's an asshole who started that whole thing.
No. Daniel LaRusso's an asshole who started that thing. Miyagi's a bully who beat up children.
Huh.
Yes.
Really?
I mean, think about it. They have the fight at the beach, Stugotz, right?
Yeah.
And the next day, Daniel's walking around with a black eye, but it's kind of settled after that. We're going to the dance. He goes to dance. He's dancing with Elizabeth Shue. He says, let me go to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom. He hears that Johnny is in the stall smoking weed, like rolling up a joint, which, by the way, I thought was very risque for the 80s. Oh, my God, he's just out here rolling a joint in the bathroom. He could just leave well enough alone, as Johnny would later say, by the way. You couldn't leave well enough alone, which is a very 20CB statement. But he doesn't. He goes, he takes a hose, he stands on top of like the stall because Johnny's got his headphones on. He can't hear anything.
And he's dressed for Halloween like a shower, right?
Yes, like a shower.
People wouldn't know who he is.
With the shower curtain and everything.
Where do we lose the shipping container on all of this? Whittingham, any familiarity with the Karate Kid? None?
I've never seen Karate Kid.
So I saw a piece of the Karate Kid. It was at a baseball camp when it rained. They're like, hey, we're going to watch the Karate Kid. And then I just never went back. I think that's where my hatred for baseball started.
And Jessica,
I think you have to clarify because they might think it's the Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
And it's also not Cobra Kai either.
It's the prequel, right? If you're watching Cobra Kai and you haven't seen Karate Kid, what are you doing with your life?
You lost me at Warren Beatty. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, getting back to you're going.
What a heartthrob
he was, man.
Oh, he really was.
Heaven Can Wait.
Yeah.
The football scenes in that are so bad. You have to watch Heaven Can Wait football scenes where Warren Beatty's the quarterback and he's basically shot putting the football 4 yards to show athletic grace at quarterback. Anyway, you were saying.
So Daniel LaRusso takes the hose and he puts it over the stall, unbeknownst to Johnny. Then he goes and he turns all the water, drenching this dude, who, by the way, has makeup on for his Halloween costume. So it's not like I just got wet. You got my mascara running now. So they chase him down, and obviously they beat his ass by like this abandoned lot, right? And I've grown up my whole life, those bullies. Oh my God, just leave him alone. Just because he's not like a California guy, he's just a New York kid or New Jersey kid. Just leave him alone. And now I'm watching it out there. I'm like, what an asshole! You started this whole thing. You, in the words of Johnny, you couldn't leave well enough alone.
He did that because since the second he got there, he was being bullied by Johnny Lawrence. Yes, and Cobra Kai. 100%.
He got bullied.
You think he just did it randomly?
Yes, because he's an asshole. The first time he got bullied at the beach is because, well, okay, so Johnny's a little territorial. I'm not saying that Johnny's an angel here, right?
Okay.
So Johnny was upset that he's moving in on his girl, Elizabeth Shue, right? So that's why they fight the first time at the beach. All well and good. We're straight now. We're even. Even Steven. Everyone just walked away. And look, we're not going to be
about
friends.
to say we're all adults here?
Yeah, we're all adults here.
But they weren't.
They're not adults here.
You're saying it should have been squashed right there.
If he doesn't do anything at the Halloween party,
Right.
everything's fine.
Are you out of your mind?
No, you're come on, man.
You think everything's fine?
Well, not
You
after.
think in Johnny's mind it was over at the beach?
Yeah,
Get out of here.
he punked his ass out. It's done. Also, by the way, Mr. Miyagi, abuser.
Oh, for the love of God.
He beat up kids.
Mike Ryan has just looked up the dating history of Warren Beatty.
Dude's a legend.
He is a
He
legend.
is.
Dude's
Yeah.
a legend.
Yep.
I just want to point out that when I said Mr. Miyagi beat up kids, Jessica looks up from her laptop for the first time. Tell me more.
That wasn't the look that I gave you, and you know it.
You
Yeah,
perked
gotta
up.
get past this.
I'm watching the Rams play the Steelers, and heaven can wait. They just called it a touchdown off a play that was an incomplete pass. This is bullshit.
It is. The football scenes are horrifically
How'd they get
bad.
the NFL licensing? That's impressive.
Who won the game?
Let's
The Rams.
Oh,
do something slightly more modern, Stugotz. I was not.
Really? Did you know that Warren Beatty dated Cher, Andy
Yes.
Mon,
Yes.
and Connie Chung,
Yes.
yep.
and Melanie Griffith,
I didn't know that one.
and Madonna?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And Joan Collins.
No. What?
Yeah.
When?
And Natalie Wood.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that one.
Legend.
And Raquel Welch.
Yes.
And Faye Dunaway.
Yes.
And
Faye Dunaway was part of
these
the
people?
famous gaffe at the Oscars a few years ago, Tony.
with Warren Beatty.
What's a few years ago?
Like in 2019 or 18.
with Warren Beatty.
When? Yeah.
That's
Warren
what
Beatty-
you know Warren
Yeah.
Beatty as.
Yes.
The guy that screwed up the La La Land thing. Carly Simon.
Oh.
Joni Mitchell.
Wait. Carly Simon, the singer.
Yes.
What was the song?
Of course.
So Vain. That song was about him, right?
Goldie Hawn.
No, she never said who it was
She
about.
It's
has
about
never
him.
said
It's
who it's
about
about.
him. Come on.
Candace Bergen.
Most people assume more than any other that the song is about Warren Beatty.
Look at who he's dated. Of course, it's about him. Well, how would he not be
Mary
vain?
Tyler Moore.
Come on.
Wow.
How
Who
old is
thinks
this
the
guy?
song is about him?
Tony, I love the character of Cuban bravado guy who knows nothing, which isn't a character for you.
I just didn't grow up with any of this in my lexicon. I don't know who Goldie Hawn is. I'm sorry. I just didn't grow up with
You're
that.
old Goldie
You know
Hawn
who
is?
Goldie Hawn is.
Come
No,
on.
Come on,
Where
man.
would I know
Becomes
her
Tony.
from?
Come on.
Overboard.
I'll back Tony on this. I don't know who
All
that
right,
person
let's-
is.
Oh, get out
You
of
don't
here,
know
both
who
of
Goldie
you.
Hawn
You never
is?
seen Bird on a Wire?
I've heard
the
two
chemistry
people.
sizzles off
I've
the
heard the
screen.
name. I've heard the name. I don't know who
All right,
she is or
you
what
can
I
put
would
it
find
up
her
on
in.
Hudson's mom.
That's like the third most interesting thing about her. But okay, let's reduce the woman to just being someone's relative.
First Wives
She's a
Club.
great
That's
actor
how
in
we
her
would
own
know
right.
her.
No.
First Wives
Kate
Club.
Hudson
We're
is
not-
an actress from our
we're-
generation.
I
We're
actually
not gonna
connection
normalize.
with somebody
Goldie
she
Hawn
loved.
is a Hall of Fame
No,
legendary
she's an
actress.
from our
We're not gonna normalize reducing this great actor to just
Okay,
someone's
Mr.
parent.
Amin, equal rights. Get out of here.
I
with
am.
That.
Juju.
Sorry.
Your high
Something that
Dated
offends you.
Diana Ross?
Juju.
Now, that name I know.
Ross, Really?
Yeah. Diane Keaton. From Diane Keaton to Diana Ross.
Jeez.
Juju, put it on the poll, please, at Le Batard Show, because I'm going to do this in a second, but I want to go around the room and just ask you guys one by one, Whittingham, Tony, and Jessica, to say yes or no to you have heard of these people. Just name them. But put on the poll, Juju, at Le Batard Show, is Goldie Hawn a Hall of Famer? Because I do believe Goldie Hawn's resume is better than Kate Hudson's.
I mean, Private
Facts.
Benjamin. I mean,
Facts.
Great in Glass Onion, though.
Wildcats.
yeah. Let's
Hey, welcome back, Roy.
Talk about
Oh, you
it.
would have loved
Wheelhouse.
this conversation that you just missed, Roy.
Barbara Streisand.
He dated Barbara Streisand.
Elle McPherson.
He dated Elle McPherson.
Justine Bateman.
Evan McPherson's mom.
Please, Mike, just resume at the top here, and I just want to go around the room, yes, quickly, yes, no, on whether or not the youngsters in the room have heard of any of these people.
Jane Fonda.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
80 for Brady.
Yep. Joan Collins.
Bo
No.
for Brady.
No.
You've never heard of Joan
No idea.
Collins. You guys are full of shit. There's no way you've never heard of Joan Collins.
We're doing it quick, Amin.
Is,
Okay,
is she
sorry.
related to Phil
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Collins?
Yeah.
No. Cher.
Yes.
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 Isn't Cher engaged to
Yes.
someone very young?
Yes, very young.
Way to go, Cher.
Mm-hmm.
You fly, girl. Natalie Wood.
Yes.
Tell me, you guys
Yes.
have to know Natalie Wood.
Yes, obviously.
Tangentially.
I've heard the name.
What does that mean?
How do you know Natalie
No,
Wood?
seriously, what does that mean?
I heard Woody say it earlier. I don't know.
Oh, okay, good.
That is tangent.
Woody,
What does it
definition,
mean,
please.
Dan? I know what it means. What does Woody? Woody doesn't know, obviously.
Hollywood's great
if I told you
mysteries.
that Natalie Wood was allegedly famously murdered.
Don't define a woman by how she was murdered, Dan. Amin, where were you on that one?
She's a great actor. Let's start there before we start talking about how she died.
All
Fantastic
famous.
actor. Yeah, Christopher Walken was on the boat
The Watch.
with Robert Wagner. It was a weird
Bobby Wagner.
situation. Yeah, Robert Wagner is related to Bobby Wagner.
Let's not define the murderer by who he's related to.
He was DeNozo's dad on NCIS.
Mamie Van Doren,
No.
No chance.
That's a made-up name.
I don't even know.
Faye Dunaway.
Yes.
No shot.
Mamie Van Doren is absolutely a made-up name from the talkies in the 20s.
He tried to get me there, Dano. Not gonna happen.
Jeez,
I
gorgeous.
I know Faye Dunaway because she was standing next to Warren Beatty when they had the Oscar screw-up.
Yeah. Carly Simon, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
No idea.
I know the songs
Why?
about you.
Why? Because I don't listen to
No,
whatever
that's
that music
one of her
is.
songs.
Oh, I don't know.
Joni Mitchell.
Yes. Obviously.
No.
Better. You don't know Joni.
Joni Mitchell
Where
never
would I know,
lied.
guys?
Why
Where would I
would I
know
know
her
her?
from? Where would I know her
Jesus
from?
Christ,
Remain
don't
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Music? All of it?
Not my music.
She doesn't do reggaeton.
Yeah, that's exactly
Janet
right,
Jackson
Dano.
sampled her once.
What?
Is there any chance that Rihanna brings out Janet Jackson during the halftime show? Any chance whatsoever?
Oh, I'd never even considered
What network is it on?
Fox. If it was on
Fox,
CBS, I'd say definitely not.
Is that a discussion? That'd be cool.
Not that she needs it. I
Do you
know.
think Eminem makes back-to-back halftime shows because he's in 2 of Rihanna's #1 songs?
Loves the way she lies.
Yep. Goldie Hawn.
Yes.
We'd established this
Today, yeah.
conversation. Candace Bergen.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
No idea.
Murphy Brown.
I don't know what that is,
Why are you
guys.
shouting
What is Murphy
like,
Brown?
Shouting Murphy Brown at me is not
What is
helping.
that gonna do? Who is Murphy Brown?
Who is Murphy Brown?
Murphy Brown? I don't know what Murphy Brown
Shame
is.
She gave
on
birth.
you.
Who are
She gave birth
you?
on TV, man.
That's not how we define a woman's character.
That's what her character
Yeah,
did.
you're right. I'm just trying to do your thing now.
I did not have on the bingo card Roy shouting an enraged Murphy Brown at Whittingham
I
today.
swear to God, that is his type of show. That's
It's-
journalism
it's-
right there.
Yes.
It's a
yes.
show about
Yes.
journalism.
Murphy
Whitney.
Brown is your type of show.
Woody would love
It's
it.
the
Thanks for the
newsroom before there was the
You're
newsroom.
welcome.
Remember, Kramer was on Murphy Brown one time.
Yeah. Melanie Griffith.
I know that from
Yes.
Seinfeld.
You know Melanie Griffith?
The secretary.
Melanie
Yeah.
Griffith?
Looking at a picture, I don't know who Melanie Griffith
no
is.
idea.
Married
Oh,
to
yeah.
Don Johnson?
Working
Do you know who Don
I
Johnson
know who Don Johnson is.
Johnson.
I know
Don
Don
Johnson.
Tony
Johnson.
looks like his
Johnson.
name is Don Johnson
Melanie
right now with that
Griffith's daughter.
mustache.
Maybe 40 years ago, yeah.
Melanie Griffith's daughter is the lead in 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
Dakota Johnson?
I don't know who that is.
Johnson.
And
Sorry.
also, we don't define women by who their mom is.
Look, man,
Enough
I'm
with
just trying
this.
to draw a
Enough
connection
with-
point.
Thank you. That's what I was doing
Raquel
earlier.
Welch.
Yes,
I only know the
obviously.
name
I've heard
Raquel
the name.
Welch
Same.
from Seinfeld.
Oh.
Okay.
I've heard the name.
Fair.
The
I've
she
heard
was
the
in
name.
it. What are you talking about? The name. She was in Seinfeld.
Oh, she was in Seinfeld?
She played
I don't know.
the Broadway actress.
Iman.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
No idea who that is.
What?
You ever seen the
David
Remember the
Bowie's
Time
wife.
video?
No, I don't know who Iman is.
You've never seen Remember the Time, Michael
You don't
Jackson?
know Aman?
Yes.
Remember Eddie Murphy's the Pharaoh?
Yes.
Iman Shumpert.
Pharaoh
I
is-
mean,
Now that's a name I know.
This is breathtaking to
Thank
watch.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Yes.
Yes.
Tangentially again from the
was-
song.
Isn't
it like how
you use it tangentially?
Isn't there a song like something Mary Tyler Moore?
There was she had a show. It was called The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
She's arguably television's biggest legend.
I mean,
Television's biggest legend?
Yeah,
What are we talking
arguably.
about?
You can make
Television
a
existed 45 years before you were born,
Yeah.
Tony.
Probably
Yeah.
longer than that, actually.
yeah.
she is a television legend.
You can make
yes.
an argument that she is television.
Like the modern sitcom is
Yeah.
based off Mary Tyler Moore.
yeah,
Like
put it on the poll. Is Mary Tyler Moore television?
Where's Don Francisco on this list?
See, there's a number
Big
of
Warren
Ameri-
Where's
Beatty.
El Chacal?
There's a lot happening here.
I don't see him
generationally.
there.
I just realized that Warren Beatty is dated like the entire cast of 80 for Brady. Diane Keaton.
I know Diane Keaton from
Yeah.
a lot of movies.
Wait, Diane Keaton's in 80 for Brady?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Or is it
Wow.
Book Club?
no,
Because
I don't think
Candace
she's in 80
Bergen's
for
in Book
Brady.
Club.
she's in 80 for Brady. It's
Yeah.
Diane Keaton, Lily Tomlin,
Rita Moreno
Rita
and Jane
Moreno
Fonda.
and Jane Fonda. That's the 4.
Oh.
Wait, no.
Yeah, I think
you're mistaking her for Sally Field. Sally
Yeah,
Field's an
Sally
80 for
Field.
Brady.
Oh, wow. Big fine.
That
Sorry.
is a big fine.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Warren Beatty dated half of book club.
$5, all of Flying Nun. $5 you owe here for that mistake.
Flying
If I got
Nun?
any money.
That's
That's the TV show.
I don't have it
She was on
changed.
Flying Nun?
Yeah, she was the flying nun.
Flying Nun.
What's
Connie
the plot of
Chung.
Flying
Yes,
Nun?
obviously.
You don't know who Connie Chung is?
What?
Tony.
I know who Connie Chung is.
How can I know who
This is who Connie Chung
That's
is.
despicable.
That's it.
That's a Chung.
You guys don't know that
I
sound?
actually have news if you want it.
Yes, let's hear it.
Oh, wait.
Tom Brady has announced his retirements.
The timing on that could not have been better. The timing on that could not have been more perfect.
I'm not buying it.
Not
I'm not
buying
buying
it
it
for a
either.
second. You're not getting me. No.
Look at this.
Only
His
one.
face is so weird now.
We are watching on the television screen. It enrages me that there's a carton show. The man went to jail. The man defrauded the people and got right back into sports entertainment television. And
Wait
Two
a second.
jobs.
I think he's like 3 blocks away. I'm gonna go get him.
Yeah, should we go run down? I'm gonna go run down the beach, see if I can find Brady.
He's
It looks like
definitely on the
Turnberry.
beach.
I mean,
No, it looks like Surfside.
really?
Yeah.
That looks very surfsidey.
Huh?
Tom Brady has announced his retirement, and you guys are not buying it because
No.
last year at about this time, he had also announced his retirement, but it wasn't his retirement. He was just saying goodbye to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Boston got mad because he didn't thank Boston enough, but it's because he wasn't retiring. He was just saying goodbye to the Tampa Bay Bucks, but now he is announcing officially. That's on his social media. He is brand controlling. He's not going to let Schefter do it. He said a week ago on the Let's Go podcast with Jim Gray and Larry Fitzgerald.
That's a fine. It's let's go. There's an exclamation point.
Yep.
That's not a fine.
That is a fine.
That's a fine.
He's
That
right.
can't be a
It's
fine.
only $1.
I got the words right.
No,
I
but you
got
didn't get the intonation. There's
You
an
know that
exclamation
Warren
point.
Beatty had an affair
Get a
with
tone on
Jackie O?
What?
Really?
When
I mean,
You
he
know
had it. Warren Beatty had an affair.
I
That's all I have
learned.
to say.
I learned
His
last
wife
night.
was an affair. Yeah.
I learned last night on TikTok that Jackie Kennedy didn't like being called Jackie, and she preferred being called Jacqueline, the French pronunciation.
Barbara Streisand.
Yes.
You already mentioned Barbara Streisand.
Not the dog sauce song.
You
I
guys
heard that one at Space one time.
aren't believing the retirement that he has.
No.
He said he didn't know what he was going to do a week ago.
did he ruin his marriage for just one more year of football?
There's no way.
A 9-8 year of football, not even a good year.
Damn, man.
I think a lot of people are jumping to the conclusion that because he decided to do another year of Fountain of Youth, that it did indeed wreck his marriage, even though I believe there are a lot of things that go into how it is that anybody can get divorced. And I think it's probably too simplistic to jump to the conclusion that that's the only reason that they're no longer together.
Name
But,
another reason.
there can be any number of reasons after that many years, but the consumption of the job makes it so that we saw last year that Tom Brady can still play football. Stugotz somehow has talked before about wanting to play until he's 50.
Yeah, he didn't have a great year. He had a good enough year, which, and he was going through a lot. So I just figured, hey, that's not the way he's going to go out. If you're going to go through all of this with your family, you're at least signing up for a couple of more years. So I have a hard time believing that he's actually retiring.
Well, when you say he had a great year,
a good year.
well, no, statistically, I would say he was a above average quarterback, excellent quarterback. You'd want him. The team around him was bad, but that had to be a terrible year for Tom Brady. Like the way that year felt, all of it. It had to be an awful, grueling, draining year. Here are the words of Tom Brady on his social media outlets.
Good morning, guys. I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring for good. I know the process was a pretty big deal last time, so when I woke up this morning, I figured I'd just press record and let you guys know first. So I won't be long-winded. You only get one super emotional retirement essay, and I used mine up last year. So really thank you guys so much, to every single one of you, for supporting me, my family, my friends, my teammates, my competitors, I could go on forever. There's too many. Thank you guys for allowing me to live my absolute dream. I wouldn't change a thing. Love you all.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You hear the little bit of emotion towards the end?
I'm sad.
He's a pro. He's done it before.
Oh my God, he's so good.
He'll be
This
back
man
in a
knows
week,
how to
Mike.
retire.
I mean, how upset is J.J. Watt?
How upset is Greg? How upset is Greg Olson? Just a coffee mug in his hand has been crushed to dust.
What if Tom calls the Super Bowl now?
Oh, it's a Fox. It is Fox. Oh no.
Yeah.
Stugotz, is Tom Brady a better winner than Michael Jordan? Can we replace the Michael Jordan of with the Tom Brady of, or is that a distinction? This is a tough one for you because
It is. Well, it's my belief that Jordan, had he not missed those 2 years, would have won 8 straight titles. And in my personal record book, Jordan actually has 8 consecutive titles, which is one more than Tom Brady. So I'm sticking with Michael Jordan. I am.
a little easier to do it in basketball than it is in football.
It is, no question about it. But, again, 8 consecutive NBA titles. I mean, 8 in a row.
It's hard to beat that.
8 in a row, Dan. Think about that.
Did Bill Russell beat that? Did Bill Russell come close
Yeah,
to
different
beating it?
time, though.
I mean,
Honestly.
Michael Jordan at this point is a different time.
After researching it, I'm replacing the Michael Jordan of with the Warren Beatty of.
As you should.
We're not going to be numb to this, even though he's retiring at 45 years old. He's had another Hall of Fame career post 40 years old. His numbers post 40 years old are better than just about anybody's numbers. He'd be the franchise leader in passing for the Chicago Bears if you just took his numbers after 40 years old. It's totally absurd that he was playing. I saw that I almost texted it to you this morning, Stugotz, that the Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max show that they sent out who's the greatest compiler of all time. I thought for sure that would be something that you would be calling in to the 1-800 ESPN radio line trying to get in on greatest compilers of all time.
Get Up did reckless speculation.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. To be fair to Get Up, ours is reckless speculation. It's not the same. It's not totally the same thing that Mike Greenberg is stealing.
Is there an exclamation point on Get Up?
I think there is.
There used to be, right? Is
Yeah,
it
they
still there?
removed
That's another
it.
fine,
It
Dan.
used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why did they remove it?
Do you want to know the actual answer? Because it's kind of boring.
No, I'd like if you've got a good made up one. I got fined before
The
you.
exclamation mark sued them. That was made up.
Thank you, really. I appreciate that. What do you do with the news? You're going to shrug and run past it? You don't care that Tom Brady just retired? You're going to just question it? I'm confused, Stugotz, because I'm legitimately confused because I came in and I read the show logs while I was away so that I wouldn't be doing too much that you guys have already done. But I was legitimately confused as I read, why does Stugotz hate Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy so much?
I don't know.
I'm like, is he the only one in the country going after these people? So you're just tired of everybody now? You're tired of teams that win 12 in a row with their third string quarterback. Basically, you only endorse the teams that win all their games. It's not enough that San Francisco won for 3 straight months.
Kyle Shanahan lives in this convenient spot where it's never his fault.
Attaboy.
It's always the quarterback's fault. How about go get a quarterback? I mean, try that on for size. It's never Kyle Shanahan.
On his 4th.
It's always Jimmy Garoppolo. Brock Purdy got hurt, couldn't finish the game. Trey Lance got hurt.
I don't.
We'll see if he's going to be good.
Why are you the only one taking this position
I don't know.
anywhere in the country? Deciding to go against the San Francisco 49ers, who disappointed all of us by being in a position where they're playing an important game we know they can win with no one who can throw a football. No one on their team who could throw a football more than 3 yards.
I
I
was
don't know. Christian McCaffrey uncorked one.
Yeah, he's got a chooch. There's no question about it. I was actually upset that Purdy got hurt. I wanted to see that game play out. I wanted to see if Brock Purdy could, win an NFC championship game on the road. And what I didn't want to see is Josh Johnson. I didn't want to see that. And that's another built-in excuse for Kyle Shanahan.
Well, among the people tattling on you, Stugotz, because I found this part hard to believe.
Tattling.
Well, you accused Brock Purdy of faking an injury.
Well, it was Monday. Tuesday's Tuesday.
What does that mean?
Well, Monday, we didn't know the severity of the injury, and then we learned about it late Monday or Tuesday morning, and I don't want to say I felt bad because I didn't have all the facts.
Wasn't the severity of the injury pretty clear on game day?
I don't know. I mean, Ric Flair said he almost died in a plane crash. I mean, get out there and play football. That's what he said.
He did, though. He did go back out
He
there.
handed the ball off. I mean, throw it.
He can't.
He didn't have feeling in his hand, apparently.
Well, use your left.
If you think this is bad, you should hear his recent Mahomes takes, Stan. Like he's just
What am
now
I doing with Mahomes?
With the crosshairs
I
on
said Mahomes is great. What are you talking about?
Well, but Stugotz, you've arrived. You really have arrived post 50 on no one in sports is good enough for you. Like you've become that person.
Joe Burrow is.
But Joe Burrow loses the game, throws 2 interceptions, and no blemish for you just because you've been arguing incorrectly, I might add, that Joe Burrow is better than Patrick Mahomes because you're already just tired of Patrick Mahomes.
I'm going to stay right there. I still think Joe Burrow is better than Patrick Mahomes.
Until
what?
Until the world crowns Joe Burrow. And then the first one on Joe
Patrick
Burrow's overrated.
Mahomes is better,
He's running over to
I
Brock
thought
Purdy.
Mahomes had to win a second,
Yeah.
and then he gets
He does. He
Then
does.
you'll crown him.
Yes, he needs
Then
to win a
you'll walk
second Super
everything
Bowl.
back.
No,
Dating back to when you thought Alex Smith should start over him.
I said that Patrick Mahomes, okay? I said it to you the other day. His first 5 years, making 5 straight AFC championship games, winning an MVP or 2 MVPs, winning a second Super Bowl, that means he would be off to the greatest start in NFL history for a quarterback, even better than Brady. And so I stand by that, but he needs to win that second Super Bowl.
He hates Patrick Mahomes so much, Dan, that
Not
he
true.
totally forgot his original Jalen Hurts takes, and he started saying that Jalen Hurts was better than Patrick Mahomes.
It's just it's a weird position
Asking questions.
to just hate everybody who's great at sports, to tear down just everybody who's great at sports. 49ers win for 3 straight months. Do it with your 4th string quarterback. Patrick Mahomes wins a Super Bowl. Hey, win more of them. Win more of them immediately. Never mind that your offensive line was in total tatters when you played Tampa Bay and Tom Brady won one of those championships. It's a strange thing, Stugotz, where everyone in sports is just fodder for you to criticize. Everyone.
That's not true. I don't criticize everybody. I've never criticized Michael Jordan.
You get to do the math on there are 31 teams that lose and 1 team that wins, and the 31 teams that lose are
I don't
are
do
worthy
math.
of your
I got to
criticism.
be honest with you. It's not something I've ever done. It's not something I plan on doing. I don't like math. Just let it fly. I mean, day to day, I see how I feel,
He is permanently in pole position.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Stugotz can never lose.
Right.
Because all he has to do is pivot, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, right now, Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the league, according to Stugotz, until people start saying Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the league, at which point Stugotz will start saying Joe Burrow overrated.
I will say this. Why is this Super Bowl not about Jalen Hurts? What if he beats Patrick Mahomes and then he has a Super Bowl in his first 2 or 3 seasons, perhaps an MVP? I mean, why is no one saying
Patrick Mahomes?
Okay, so why is no one saying if Jalen Hurts wins this game, he's the best quarterback in the NFL?
Do it against Patrick Mahomes with 2 ankles.
Okay.
Hey, Jalen Hurts, do it against Jalen Hurts. He'll keep moving it because it's coming in this way, Stugotz.
Yeah.
So Stugotz said,
Win the Super Bowl with a really bad team.
I mean,
So Stugotz
Try
says
it out.
Brock Purdy fakes his injury. Meanwhile, the kid is diagnosed with a torn UCL and is 6 months on the rack. Stu, you're such a good judge of character, bud. Hashtag old fart. Also, somebody writing in, when he accused Purdy of faking an injury just hours before it was confirmed, he completely tore his ulnar collateral ligament. I lost a ton of respect for Stu.
What?
Yeah.
You had respect?
man,
Yes.
hopefully I'll get it back. I mean,
You don't accuse a player who took that beating of faking an injury, even in jest.
Ooh, Stugotz crossed the line. That's what that listener is saying.
Okay.
You crossed the line, Stugotz.
It's the same listener who took me seriously as I made the original Brock Purdy take with my hand in a jar of mayonnaise.
No, Stugotz, he's
Hey,
saying
get over it.
even in jest. That means he's like, I get it. I get the show. We were playing around, we're having fun, but you don't have fun with that, Stugotz. You do not have fun with injuries.
I would like.
How about Kyle Shanahan stop getting all his quarterbacks injured? How does that sound?
Oh, for the love of
rolling
God.
them out, putting them in harm's way. I mean, enough. What is he doing? Overrated.
Can we please
Wasn't rolling out in that play.
develop the character of Hellman? I want to develop Stugotz.
I mean, Dan, in his defense, one is, just bad luck. Two, maybe a coincidence. Three's a pattern. What is four?
Four, that's-
What is four?
Four.
It's an epidemic.
One
Four.
season.
Yeah.
That's football. Football is a dangerous sport. I want to hear from.
We've never seen a team that far in the playoffs, Dan, fighting to go to the Super Bowl without a guy who could throw a football.
Agreed.
I mean,
Yes.
A real credit to Kyle Shanahan for being able to manage that.
hasn't happened since the 72 Dolphins. I mean,
72 Dolphins went undefeated with Bob Greasy throwing 9 passes in the Super Bowl, but he wasn't hurt. He just kept handing it to the hairy forearms of Larry Zonka.
He did get 4 quarterbacks hurt this season because Josh Johnson got a concussion in that game.
yeah.
So who's number 5?
They didn't.
Is
They,
Christian
McCaffrey okay?
they
Who
put,
entered the game banged up.
I expected Garoppolo, who wasn't wearing a uniform, to end up just running out there in the clothes he was wearing. They can't. How stupid is that, by the way? Just put enough people on the roster so that can't happen. So you can't have a game decided with someone who doesn't know how to play quarterback.
You used to be able to dress an extra player if it was your 3rd string quarterback, and now that is not in the rule book, and people are clamoring for that to be a rule again. So we don't see Christian McCaffrey handing the ball off in the NFC Championship game now that there's 17 games in a season.
Does broken Jimmy Garoppolo or another NFL journeyman actually solve the problem, though? Because, if hurt Jimmy Garoppolo going out there and basically doing what Brock Purdy did, which is handing the ball off, that's not an improvement. Getting, I don't know, Matt Castle to be the emergency 3rd quarterback,
Same
that's not an improvement.
They had Brian Greasy right there, suit up.
How many of us learned at that moment that Josh Johnson was the backup quarterback for the San
I did.
Francisco 49ers?
You watch any NFL game, there's a good chance Josh Johnson's a backup quarterback.
Is it 15 teams that he's played for?
That was his 4th go-round with the Niners.
I read 23 professional teams, including non-NFL teams.
It's sort of like it's stints because he's been with the Niners 4 times. So if you include the UFL and the XFL, it's like 23 different times in which he's been signed to a contract.
We're not giving enough to Josh Johnson. This guy's been chilling. He's wearing a visor. He's got a clipboard. All of a sudden, they're asking him to play in the NFC Championship game.
I'm with you, Amin. He needs some credit.
No wonder he got hurt, man. When was the last time he actually played football? He's been chilling the whole time. The visor look on the sideline. There is no bigger swing than being backup quarterback in the NFL because 90% of your life, you're just chilling. You're collecting a check to BS with the guys, make some jokes at practice, whatever.
Call a play from the sideline, do a hand signal.
Whatever, oh, yeah, you got him next time or whatever. And then all of a sudden they say, here, do it.
Chad Henne, you go 98 yards.
Against the Eagles defense.
Do you guys, as we talk about quarterbacks and end up talking Brock Purdy as Tom Brady retires, did you guys have any reaction to Tyler Huntley being named to the Pro Bowl when he is 49th in passing yards and 49th in touchdown passes? There are only 30.
He had 2.
There are only 32 teams. I'm pretty sure all 3 of the Carolina Panthers quarterbacks had better numbers than Huntley did. It's Derek Carr is a Pro Bowler as well, correct? Even though he was waived by his team. Yeah. It's what are we doing at this point? If you're putting Huntley in the game, what are we doing?
And the Pro Bowl is in Vegas, and the Las Vegas Raiders celebrated Derek Carr. Hey, one of us is in the Pro Bowl. They haven't released him yet, nor have they traded him, but he is going to go in representing the Las Vegas Raiders into the Pro Bowl.
When is the Pro Bowl?
Sunday.
Sunday.
The Pro Bowl games.
No,
there's no game. It's just a billion.
No, it's called the
flag
games.
Football.
Yeah.
Flag football.
It's gonna be fun.
But it's all Sunday. It's a mini Olympics all on Sunday. Because before it was on a Wednesday, right, where they had the drone drop and the target things and then
stuff.
dodgeball. That's all now on Sunday.
Yeah, it's all on Sunday.
Is it really on Sunday or is it taped and it's airing Sunday?
No, why would they? No.
Because they used to tape it the day before, so you'd see still images, and then they'd produce it for ESPN, and you'd watch, and you kind of if you really wanted to know who won, you could figure it out before it aired.
Thursday, February 2nd, with your top voted NFL Pro Bowl players competing in epic skills challenges.
Epic.
And then it culminates with a 7v7 on Sunday. So it looks like the skills games. There's a water balloon game. There's dodgeball. There's all sorts
Is
of
the
things.
egg on
happening.
the spoon thing? No, not in this economy.
No,
like we
not
can't
in
with
the,
the
that
egg.
is absolutely right.
Longest
Sorry.
drive this year, which is going to be great. Josh Allen decided to actually do a Pro-Am instead of the Pro Bowl, so he won't be competing.
The Mannings are coaching. You talked about a great job with the backup quarterback. The Mannings' retirement of just choosing whatever the hell you want to do to be around football and being welcome in any door, because we will long for the dinosaur who dropped back in the pocket and looked like the Manning brothers quarterbacking at the position. We will not let that day die. We will keep it alive forever.
Not many left. I mean, Dalton, Joe Flacco.
Stugotz, have you seen these skills challenges, what their names are? You're going to love all of this.
No.
Listen, you got Gridiron Gauntlet.
Love it.
Move the Chains. Kick-tack-toe.
Really? Yeah. I'm going to be glued to this. And by glued to this, I won't watch a second. I mean,
Longest drive. Come on, Stugotz.
Chad Henne.
Kick-tack-toe.
Kick-tack-toe.
I will not allow this room. I won't allow it. This room to be so indifferent about the Tom Brady retirement that you guys want to talk about Warren Beatty and the Pro Bowl and anything other than Tom Brady's retirement. You are talking about a career that just ended, allegedly, reportedly. You're talking about a career that has no precedent in the history of all of us watching sports.
See, Dan, I don't think you get it. It's tic-tac-toe, but they kick. Hence kick-tac-toe.
Wouldn't the toe work for the kick as well?
Shit.
Shit.